Hey friends! Today's video is going to be an overcaffeinated because this is my second or third cup of coffee. It's a venti iced vanilla soy latte because I'm a basic bitch. But mainly because it's like the first nice day I've had in a long time where I didn't have to work. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get an iced vanilla latte. I forgot how much I liked iced lattes. Like, I forgot how much I liked iced coffee. I feel like every time the seasons change and like you switch to drinking the other kind of coffee, like at the beginning of fall I was like, oh, I forgot how much I liked hot coffee, and now I'm like, oh, I forgot how much I liked iced coffee. So we don't get as much of the year where iced coffee is like appropriate. And I know that some people drink iced coffee year round, but like I need for it to be warm. I need for it to be like nice outside, or else I just feel extra cold and I don't like it. So yeah, I just got a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and I bought some stuff recently from various places that are totally separate from makeup that I wanted to do a little bit of a collective haul. I found some stuff at Buffalo Exchange, as well as some weird curiosities at a cool antique store that is now like my favorite thing in the whole world. And now I'm just obsessed with like weird oddities, and like I was literally looking on Etsy earlier to find like odd taxidermy art. Yeah. If there's any like online stores where you find like weird kind of macabre gothic oddity type, just a little bit gross, but like in a aesthetic way, I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. Like, my mom has an antique show in the summertime, and I asked her and I was like, can I have just like a tiny space where I just have like weird macabre shit? Like, please? And she's like, well, if you find stuff and you sell it. And I was like, if I don't sell it, I'll just keep it for myself. And then just fill my entire house. I just want my house to look like a curiosity shop. Anyway, we'll start with that stuff first because I'm so excited about it. Like, I'm so excited about it. I'll start from least weird to weirdest. So this place is called Heyoooo Curiosity Shop and is in Ballard, the Ballard neighborhood of Seattle. So if you live around this area, I highly recommend it. It's kind of hidden from the street because once you go in the door, it's like downstairs. But they have this really wonderful collection of like insects that are framed, and this is like a real butterfly in, I don't know how they preserve these. They had like really cool beetles. They had like a giant cicada in like a frame. Like, this is like a thick frame, so it's like fully just, yeah, it's a thick frame, okay? It's kind of like a mirror box, not a mirror box, it's shadow box. Is mirror box a song or a band? I don't know. It's a shadow box. I am kind of obsessed with moth insect imagery. Like, I have a piece of art out in my living room that has a ton of anatomically correct drawings of different insects. I feel like they look really cool, and I don't know. Like, I found a store on Etsy today that was like, I think it was called like Petite Grotesque or something, where she gets like cicada shells and like clay and feathers and stuff and make, like, she calls them like dead fairies. So she takes butterfly wings or moth wings and then like carves and like sculpts like tiny fairy corpses and uses like cicada shells as like kind of the body of it, and it's the weirdest thing, but it's so cool. This is the least creepy thing out of everything I got, but I really, really like it. It's on my wall out in my living room when it's not here. So there's that. And then I got, they also had this really like interesting wall of bones. Like, you could buy a jar of like vertebrae bones, which was interesting. But then they had like skulls and alligator heads, and I bought this little muskrat skull that has the teeth still in it. Yeah, so he looks like that. I feel like I need to give him a name. Yeah, it's super cool. I was very pleased with it. This was the smallest of the skulls that I could get. I think it was like 25, so nothing too exorbitant. Like, the biggest ones they had like beaver skulls, and then like obviously bigger ones, but this was a little nice guy. It could fit on my desk. Not at work, at home. Not at work. I'm not bringing a skull to work. And then the last thing I bought from that shop, because I was like, I don't need to spend that much money here, is this little lady. Get your plant back in there. She's a planter, as you can see. She has an air plant in her head, but it's basically a ceramic doll head that has been somehow like carved, and I wonder if they like melted this down on the top. I mean, they could have sanded it, I don't know. But it's a doll head mounted on some sort of like candlestick thing with an air plant in the back. So it's like a weird little creepy doll head planter. She also needs a name. There was a handful of these and they were all different kinds of dolls and different kinds of like planters, but this was a nice little one. Again, something I could fit on my desk and nothing would be too like invasive. I kind of liked how like her hair just, the plant made her look like she was really punk rock. I don't know. Yeah, I apologize. Okay, that was all the weird shit I have. I did manage to trade in some stuff at Buffalo Exchange last weekend, which I actually got these earrings at Buffalo. I love these earrings, by the way. Gotta move my hair out of the way. I've been pretty much wearing the earrings that I got from Open the Cellar Door like every day for the last like several months. And when I found these, I actually was like, oh, I can actually switch it up. Because I don't know, I don't like tiny earrings, I don't like hoop earrings, I just like these weird dangly ones. These actually don't bother my ears, which is really cool. I find that when I get post earrings from like places like at the mall, they always bother my ears, but these ones, even though they were like $7, do not bother my ears at all. So that's really nice because I have sensitive ears. But as well as these earrings, I actually got this really cool necklace. It's like a choker thing. I feel like it would look really cool with just like high neckline black shirts, like not turtlenecks, but like mock necks, like abalone type coloring on the little gems. But I thought it was cool. It was like a nice little statement piece because most of the jewelry I've been wearing lately has just been like chokers. So this is like a nice addition without it being like too out of the realm of my jewelry, you know? One other thing at Buffalo Exchange I found I was very proud of myself, and I've worn a couple of times now, are these dope ass mom jeans from BDG. They're like a really nice true blue wash from Urban Outfitters. Whoever was wearing them before and whoever brought them to Buffalo, I don't know if they wore underwear because there was a bit of a crotch stank. So what I did, I first spritzed vodka on them to try and do that because that seemed like a way that people were saying it helps. Didn't do shit. So then I made a mixture of baking soda and water and like spread it all on the crotch and left it out for like 4 days to dry. And they smell fine now. They smell great. I also sprayed perfume in my crotch yesterday. But yeah, all the stank is gone. So if you ever have stanky pants or stanky towels, honestly, I could probably do this for some of my towels. Just soak them in baking soda and water. Like it came out, like they smell fresh and new and clean and wonderful. But they fit me really well. They cuff at a perfect length at the bottom. They go super high up. So like when you're sitting, they're a little bit weird because they're like really high up on your waist. But when you're walking around, you look super cool. I like these. I like them a lot. My buddies Newaxeyes had their album release on Friday. I'm recording this on a Sunday, but they released their first full-length Black Facts, and it's wonderful. It's so good. I'm not entirely sure what that art is supposed to be, but I will trust them. They all met at art school. Yeah, it's great. It's a great record. It's very difficult to try to explain. So you know the band Air. If you know the band Air, who did the entire theme soundtrack for Virgin Suicides, think of that but like post-apocalyptic, because the music is very loud, it's a lot heavier, it's got more of like a metal type tone to it, but it's electronic, and there's lots of looping and there's lots of like droning bits and electric guitar, and it's just very difficult to describe. But if you want something to listen to that's real loud and it makes you just feel stuff in your stomach, check out Newaxeyes, because they're good dudes and they make cool music. Good shit. It's good shit. I did just do a live stream this morning on Patreon. I did a little makeup get ready with me, just chit chat thing. So if you haven't checked on my Patreon, link here if you want to. Donate $1 and then you get live streams and vlogs and bloopers and stuff. My upstairs neighbors are moving. I think they were very loud this morning. It was really annoying. I don't know where that music is coming from. I don't know if it's coming from upstairs, next door, down the street, from a car. I have no fucking clue. I have this much coffee left. Yeah! don't know. Thanks guys for all the positive feedback on my anti-haul. I know I got extra salty and extra sassy in that one, but something about Too Faced just like makes me mad, and I know that like I probably got like overly negative on that one, but like hyperbole is hyperbole. Like I intend for that video to be hyperbolic, and I probably should just leave them out for my anti-hauls at this point because it's just nothing that they put out is exciting me. But I am brainstorming an idea for like palettes I want to see, like my dream type palettes, so I just have to like sit down and like make mock-ups of it because it takes a bit of time. So I will be making that at some point, and eventually my fucking video boyfriend edits my fucking tutorial is coming, but he takes so long to do anything. I love you, babe, but like you brainstorm and like think about ideas for so long that I can't, I just have to just fucking do it. Like he doesn't do that. He thinks a lot about stuff. So that will be here eventually. But I've been thinking about other types of videos because I recently reorganized like my channel page to where the playlists are just kind of like there. So it's like you see the section of anti-hauls, you see the section of Lush videos, you see the section of Overcaffeinated and music stuff. So they're like more easily like reachable, so you don't have to like click into the playlist and then find the video you want to watch. But I've just been trying to think of like other things that I can do with my channel besides the Patreon thing, which I'm enjoying so far. I haven't done as much stuff on there as probably I would like, but life's been busy the last couple of weeks, and I don't know, it's like I kind of want to put together like a separate show for like music stuff. I'm not switching, I'm not opening a new channel because that never fucking works, but I kind of want to like use resources that I have at my work that I otherwise wouldn't necessarily put into use for like these types of videos. I don't know, like I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna get a mic at some point. That's probably my first thing that I want to get. And I've heard really good things about Blue Yetis. I just really like the sound quality. Like every time I see somebody on a channel with a Blue Yeti, I really like their sound quality. Most of the time it's with ASMR channels and I wouldn't really be doing that, but I'm thinking about, I don't know if it would be like a podcast about music or something, but I kind of want to just have a thing where I can just talk, but it's kind of different than this, you know? Like I love my background, but I kind of just want to like do different stuff. So please let me know in the comments below, like if you watch this, please let me know if you enjoy my music content, and if you like watching my music content and you click on those videos, because as much as I see comments from people being like, oh, I love your music recommendations, but it's like those videos that I talk about music on get very few views. So please let me know in the comments if you actually watch those, and if you would watch something where I just kind of talk about music in like a more casual type of podcast way, or more of like a music news way. I don't know, like I don't want to do something like SourceFed because that just takes way too much work on a consistent basis. But if I did something more like a podcast, I'd be down for that. And then I'm kind of thinking of ways that I could figure out how to do like creative live streams, like screen recording, doing things on the computer, not gaming because I don't game. If you guys watch live streamers and use live streaming sites, let me know which is yours of choice. Let me know which one you like, and which one you tend to gravitate towards, and which one you prefer, because I want to do like creative live streams kind of going through like editing videos or editing photos, because I get a lot of questions from people being like, oh, what kind of, like, what do you use for editing, and like how do you do certain things? And it's really hard for me to describe things, but for me to just like do it and then like talk people through it, I feel like it would be much easier and much more like helpful. And I feel like it would make me better at editing, because I find when I explain things to other people, I actually end up teaching myself something. Like I have an intern at work right now who's pretty green with editing, and I've just been like teaching her how to do things and showing her, and I've actually like figured out ways to make it easier for myself. So I feel like it would benefit the both of us, me and my audience who really wants to kind of see the process that goes into editing a video or editing photos, because I edit photos all the time. And I feel like it would be kind of a fun little experiment to be like, hey, I'm going through all these thousands of photos from this show, and that could kind of work photography back into my channel, because I want to talk more about photography too. It's just I've kind of gotten stuck in like I need to make stuff about Lush and makeup stuff because that's what most people watch. But if I could find ways to use other platforms to talk about other stuff, I'd be really down for that. So I talked all of this through with my boyfriend because he does a lot of like live streaming game content and watches a lot of streamers, and I feel like I've just had like kind of a generally negative opinion of streaming, not streaming in general, but like the audience of streamers. I feel like you just get a lot of people who are like even more entitled than YouTube comments. Like, I don't know, I feel like I've seen a lot of just horror stories about female streamers and people being like, oh, show us your tits, and like people who end up using that to their advantage, and then they just do streams while half naked, and I'm like, I don't know, let me know your opinion of streaming and live streaming. Obviously I don't play games. I wouldn't stream games because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'd have to install it on my computer, and like my computer's really old and then it wouldn't work. General opinions, I would like them from you. So yeah, I've just got a lot of ideas of like things that I want to do. I just need to like fucking execute them. Like, I just need to do them and then just like stop saying I'm going to do them. Keep me in check. So like if I say I'm gonna do something, like when are you gonna do that thing? When are you gonna do it, huh? When are you gonna do the thing? But as far as videos that I have, I feel like I just have too many ideas that like take too much planning and then I never actually do them. So the video I mentioned before, like a dream palette type thing where I kind of mock up palettes that I would like to see, that I would buy, that I would love. Music festivals you need to invest your money in that are not Coachella. And then I will make a music festival, like mass music festival, like tips and tricks and things to prepare and things, ways to make it easier on yourself. I just have to like gather opinions from other people that I know that go to festivals all the time and make a mass all checklist and stuff. So that's the thing that I'm working on. It's the end of March, middle of March. I have 2 months before Sasquatch, but I have like, when is Coachella? I don't even know. Next month? Sometime? I think that's all I really had to say today. It was just a lot of like word vomit and brain vomit and just like stuff I had ideas for that I wanted to just like talk it out with y'all. Coffee's all done. If you're wondering what's on my face, the eyeshadow is from the Juvia's Place Festival palette. I was like, what is it called again? I might actually do like a 3 looks 1 palette thing, which is never something that I've done, but I feel like I've actually gotten a lot of versatility out of that thing. So yeah, let me know if you want to see one of those. And my lips are actually a mixture of Chi Chi from ColourPop. It's one of their matte lippy sticks, as well as an old MAC collection lipstick, Sounds Like Noise, which was from a Hayley Williams collection. I put Chi Chi around the outside and then Sounds Like Noise in the middle, and I just kind of like blended them together with my mouth. I haven't been really into orange lipstick lately, but like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to do a monochromatic, like orange on orange on orange. My blush isn't orange, but I feel like that would have been a little bit overkill. For today's song of the day, I have one. Ooh, that just made my camera fall. Hey, yay, 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 yay. Okay, today's song of the day is False Flag from Newaxeyes. It is off their new record, Black Facts, as I mentioned before. It's the first track off of it, so it's on Spotify, it's on Bandcamp. You should listen to the whole thing. Keep an open mind because it's fucking weird. But if you like fucking weird stuff, here you go. It's fucking weird. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would be lovely. And then hit the bell notification to get notifications. Hit the bell to get notifications when I upload stuff. And if you're interested in extra content, check out my Patreon page. I post things there periodically. Thanks so much to all of my current patrons. You the best. Yeah. Yeah. See you guys in my next video. Bye!